Top of the whenever to my Godlights. It is I. I am he. I am she. I am share. I am siren. Look to the Bible and there you will find me. I am doing a series of videos today, January 9th of 2026, that are in regards to this second leg phase of this Life Path 9. And Life Path 9, this one in particular, transmutes into the final Life Path 15 when this body form of Earth will no longer be in existence, and that is going to happen on an October 26th, the final one, and on an October 26th day in a future Life Path 15. I'm not saying it is the next one, I'm saying it is the final one. So we are approaching the second day one of this Life Path 1, right? Life Path happens in 3 portions for 2 groups. What happens in the first portion propels the second portion, and what happens in the second portion, the effects or the attempts or what you do, what is done in the second portion will culminate into the completion of that phase for that group. The first group is humans and intelligence. The second group is element spirits and nature spirits. The day 1 is January 13th, right? And today, and the first day 1 was January 13th of 2025. Today is January 9th. We are days away from the second day 1. And this year is 2026, and we're in a Life Path 9. However, we are in a phase 10. We are in a state of in-between. And interestingly enough, during this in-between phase, I want to also point something out. 10, the number 10 is also the number 1. So the number 10 is a completion number, and the number 1 is a new start number. It is essential to be careful what you start, because it is the beginning of a phase. However, the year 2026 is several anniversaries for the United States, and I want to talk about a few of them in this video. First, I don't know, let's talk about the good and then the bad, or the bad and then the badder. I don't know, so I'll just begin. So January 13th is coming up, is going to be the 1-year anniversary of the inauguration humiliation ceremony of little Dickie Donald Ducky, that is my nickname for him, and the diabolical metaphysical offering and prison breakout that he attempted to create a body swap between myself and a upper realm inmate that everyone in the world knows and everyone in the galaxy knows. His name is Lucifer. which was organized between that little Dicky and my alleged family and friends, alleged, and over 1,000 what I'm calling cult cunties that assisted in a seance worldwide. This is the 1 year anniversary of his second attempt at government treason. Wow. Wow, what an overachiever. Happy anniversary, little Dicky. Good luck with that. Also, since I'm mentioning Mr. President Little Dicky, in the first phase of the life path period, a lot of spirits were discussing in the spirit realm what they were going to be doing for you. I don't want to go into that in this video, but what I will say is that in several planes of existences, you have already been placed in your casket, and I got to see you, and you look quite nice, I must say. I think it was a good look. Like, your skin looked quite smooth, and it didn't look orange at all, and your suit was quite nice, a very thick, rich material. It looked lush. It looked nice. You looked nice in your final suit. So, congratulations. They made sure you looked good going out. Good luck. Next, I want to talk about another anniversary. I'm going to talk about two. There are two 75th anniversaries happening simultaneously for the United States. One, actually, there are several anniversaries, but I want to highlight two of them that are 75 years. Number one is the Second Amendment. Congratulations to the United States on such a monumental document. I think that's good vibes. That would be the good in this 75th anniversary. We're going to call it the good. Let's talk about the bad. Happy anniversary also to the Shadow Cabinets. Congratulations, it's your 75th anniversary. Check you out. The Shadow Cabinet is a group that is within the C.I.A. that was really, you can say, the birth child or culmination of efforts from Archon and reptilian clowns that inserted themselves in the U.S. government. I mean, they wear flesh, so I see how it is possible for anyone to think that they are human, but their eyes are dead. I don't know how you missed that detail. Yeah, I don't know how you missed that. Anyway, happy anniversary. And to the creation of the 7-generation siege and your 7-generation hex that you've created to play with society. It's a 75 year. Good luck with that. So I want to mention what that is. So that is a design and implement of biometrics and DNA harvesting. This program was the work of the warden of the Matrix. Did you guys know that you hired the Matrix warden to create this program? You did that on purpose? You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. That was crazy. Anyway, so the warden of this Kronos Matrix designed this 7 generation siege, which is also known as the predictive arrogance, which is a system where they simulate and stimulate future events through past life scarcity of individuals to siphon and swap destinies, as well as steal future outcomes and incomes. Wow. In simple words, that's called stealing. That means you're a thief. But I'm not shocked because this place was stolen anyway, including this planet, including this entire Kronos realm. So, and by the same people. Look at you collaborating. Wow. So happy anniversary to you. And your work with the warden in creating 7 generation hexes and metaphysical siphoning to steal wealth and inheritance from godlike beings across America and worldwide. That's crazy. So I was told that little Dicky here and the Bloodline Council that you guys work with have siphoned a total of 2 numbers. They told me 2 when I lost interest in listening further to what they were saying, because one number was 50 million and another number was 500 million from your 7-year, what are you calling it? The shadow cabinets and predictive arrogance, the 7-year siege. Oh, is it the 7-year siege? I want to make sure I am saying that correctly. I'm sorry, it's the 7 generation siege. So from your work with the Bloodline Council, you siphoned quite a bit of moolah. Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot to learn. And the fact that you did it through one event, that was quite amazing. They're also telling me that you're intent on, or Little Dickie's intent on, continuing to drill into the earth to continue aspects of this divination abuse, to continue this 7 generation siege, not only to siphon wealth from me, but from Goddess Sophia and the 2 million Godlights that are still missing. And now other individuals worldwide. You've bitten off so much in the last 75 years. And I was told that this divination abuse that you're doing is going to backfire and create mass unalivings that will manifest any day between now and the next Lifepath 11, and could continue until the final Lifepath 15 for beings who still haven't ascended and exist within the 3D or 5D forms of Gaia. My telepathy knowing has told me, since you guys, I shared telepathy with you guys in October. Congrats. How's that going for you guys? But what I'm sensing through my side of things is that several individuals within these councils and the government are now worried that the fact that I speak the truth, and I'm going to continue doing so, that me speaking my truth as well as me speaking the truth uh, is going to potentially result in your exposure, and you're worried about people finding out that you're a thief. Why do the crime if you're worried about doing the time? Why worried about a war if you started a war? You started this 75 years ago. As a matter of fact, I want to pull it back and just focus on the congratulations, right? Congratulations. So, the universe and the united upper realms and the cosmos have prepared several anniversary gifts for you that you will receive throughout the upcoming year. I heard that some of the gifts will include return to senders and bonus prizes that will transmute for your participation in events across all space, all time, government, and cosmic treason, as well as for some other things that I stopped listening. I'm not trying to get too deep into it. Because I am, for this message, for this segment, I am just the messenger here, and I want to tell you, congratulations. Congratulations, happy anniversary.